Have you ever wondered what the meaning of life actually is? Have you ever noticed repeating numbers, words, names, songs, moments that feel too perfectly timed to be random? Maybe you've looked at the clock and it's 11:11 on the timer again. Maybe you think of someone and seconds later they call or appear. Or you have a thought and the world seems to respond. Some people call this spirituality, others call it coincidence. Psychology calls it pattern recognition. Today, I want to explore what signs and synchronicities actually are, how to recognize them without losing your balance, and how to use them as guidance, not fantasy, in real life. Now, if this sounds interesting to you, then stick around and watch this video. So I'll talk about my own experience of recognizing signs and synchronicities. For me, this started slowly, and then it became impossible for me to ignore. I see repeating numbers daily, on my smartwatch when I'm exercising, on my air fryer, on the television, while editing videos, even while scrolling streaming platforms. Sometimes I'll be thinking about a specific person, like my friend Margaret, and I'll turn on the television or the radio, and suddenly there's a Margaret speaking. Or I'll be listening to music on Spotify, on shuffle, and I'll think, I want to listen to this song next, and all of a sudden it plays automatically. This happens to me so often now that sometimes it freaks me out, but my sister always reminds me of something grounding and important. This isn't something to be scared of. From a spiritual perspective, it's seen as confirmation that you're aligned, that you're in tune to life, and that you're paying attention. From a psychological perspective, it's your awareness sharpening. And both of these things can be true at the same time. So let's talk about spirituality versus skepticism. Let's ground this. The skeptic would say this is pattern recognition and that the brain is wired to find meaning, or once you notice something, you notice it more. And scientifically, that's true. There's a concept called apophenia, which is our tendency to see patterns in randomness. There's also the frequency illusion. Once something is in your awareness, it appears everywhere. But here's the key distinction that most people miss. Synchronicity isn't about the sign itself. It's about the timing and the meaning that it holds for you. A sign doesn't tell you what to do. It reflects what you're already thinking, feeling, or sensing. That's why this isn't about blind belief. It's about awareness. So now I'm going to talk about angel numbers and numerology. Angel numbers are essentially patterned number sequences that people assign meaning to. Spiritually, they're seen as confirmations or nudges. Psychologically, they're attention anchors. Examples people commonly resonate with are 111, which is about new beginnings, intention, focus, 222, which is about balance, trust, and alignment, 333, which is about creativity, support, and expansion, 444, which is about grounding, stability, and protection, and 555, which is about change, movement, and transformation. Whereas numerology, on the other hand, is more structural. It maps life cycles and themes. Think of it like this. Numerology is about the blueprint, and angel numbers are about real-time feedback. But again, they don't do the work for you. So whether you follow astrology or not, cycles matter. In Chinese zodiac, the year of the snake is about shedding. It's about letting go. It's about releasing old identities and recalibrating internally. For me, this year stripped things back. It forced honesty, and it helped me reconnect with my purpose and lay foundations. And as we transition into the year of the fire horse, this is completely different. It's about movement, momentum, action, and endurance. Not reckless speed. It's about sustainable forward motion. This isn't about planning forever. It's about doing and adjusting as you go along. And as a Capricorn, this resonates deeply with me. Capricorn energy is discipline, stability, and long-term vision. This next cycle for me is about building something that lasts. So now I'm going to talk about flow state, intuition, and creative downloads. So for me personally, I'm the most creative in the evenings. That's when ideas drop in, not fully formed, just sparks of inspiration. And that's to do with my sacral chakra being the most active at this time. And I've always been like this. I studied film at university. I come from a family of singers. So creativity is in my blood. But the difference now is that I don't ignore the ideas that come to me anymore. I write them down and I let them unfold over days. I take action, even without having the full picture at the time. That's flow, that's intuition, and that's listening instead of dismissing. So now I'm going to go through a step-by-step guide for how to recognize signs and synchronicities and how to use them practically in your daily life. Step 1, slow down enough to notice. Signs don't shout, they whisper. If your life is constant noise, distraction, and rushing, you'll miss them entirely. Stillness creates signal. Step 2, notice without forcing meaning. Not everything is a sign. A sign becomes meaningful when it coincides with a decision, a question, or an emotional state. Ask yourself, what was I thinking just now? What decision am I sitting with? And what feels unresolved? Step 3, look for repetition, not obsession. One number means nothing. Repeated patterns over time is information. Repetition is what creates relevance. Step 4, reflect, don't react. Signs are not instructions, they are mirrors. So pause, journal, sit with it. Let clarity emerge rather than rushing to conclusions. Step 5, take aligned action. This is the most important step. Signs don't replace effort. They confirm direction. You still have to walk the path. So now I'm going to talk about how to maintain a high vibration. High vibration doesn't mean toxic positivity. It means choosing awareness over reaction, choosing gratitude over entitlement, and choosing presence over distraction. The world always reflects the energy that you bring to it. So practical ways for you to maintain a high vibration are moving your body, creating something, spending time in nature, protecting your nervous system, and practicing self-care consistently, not occasionally. So my final message is, the universe has always been whispering to you. Through timing, through people, through repetition, and through intuition. But signs alone don't change your life. Action does. If you ignore signs, you may miss opportunities. If you notice them but don't act, nothing will change. Nothing is set in stone. Life unfolds through choice. Signs don't remove responsibility. They invite you into alignment. So pay attention, stay grounded, and trust yourself. And then do the work. Thank you so much for watching this video. If it resonated with you, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more healing content. Thank you so much. I love you. Have a blessed day. Take care. Bye.